So, adventurers, we're actually 1 month in 2018, so that means we're going to do another upcoming VR games video, but this time of 2018.
Yeah, and if you don't understand our accents, don't worry about it because we put some subtitles in this video for all of you. So just turn it on and then you'll know everything. And we are really excited to show you guys this video, so let's move on. Breast Tactics. Ever wanted to play an Age of Empire in VR? Well, we expect that we soon can. Breast Tactics is the real-time strategy VR game that we are excited for. There's going to be a 6+ hour story campaign as well as online competitive and online co-op modes. It is designed by the lead designer of Age of Empire 2, so we have a feeling that this is going to be a good one.
Half-Life 2 VR. Now, I'm pretty sure we do not need to explain anything about Half-Life 2 as it was praised as one of the best games ever made. Now, our Steam Greenlight project to mod this game to VR was greenlit. That is super exciting news. This mod is going to have full motion input support for the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive, updated visuals, menus made especially for VR, multiple locomotion options and realistic weapon interactions. I mean, how cool is this?
Marvel Powers United. In VR you can be anything you want, and haven't we all dreamed of having superpowers? I know we both have, at least. This is why we are super excited for Marvel Powers United. In this fighting game you can become one of the Marvel superheroes like Hulk, Thor, Rocket Raccoon, Deadpool and others. You can experience epic superhero fights in this game, in single player or invite a friend for some co-op action. This title does not seem to have an open world, but consists of fighting in closed-off area. However, we are still very excited as everything looks very polished. We cannot wait to unleash our superpowers in this game.
Hulk smash! Time to rock and roll!
You think you can stop me? Try this on!
I may be small, but I pack big guns! Is that all you got?
Vacation Simulator. From the developers of Job Simulator comes another original title, Vacation Simulator. In this game you can experience recreation, optimal relaxation and classic human pastimes like sunburn. This title offers all this so that you can discover the lost art of having time off. Well, finally a game we can be a pro at.
What good are hands if you can't catch? With my team, vacations.
Echo Combat.
Echo Arena is the most awesome free online sports game and now it is getting an expansion as well. It is getting more gameplay modes and the trailer seems to suggest that guns and other weapons are getting added too. The single player version of this game, Lone Echo, is one of our favorite VR games, so Echo Combat is definitely a title we cannot wait to play either.
Budget Cuts, a game announced long ago and still highly anticipated and is going to be released in 2018. Budget Cuts is a VR stealth game. In this game you have been laid off thanks to budget cuts. This is why you are sneaking into your ex-workplace with the goal to find your job application so that you can stamp approve on it. You have a portal gun that can help you search levels through walls so that you can evade enemies on a timely manner.
Sprint Vector, an extreme sport VR game from the developers of Raw Data. In this adrenaline platformer you can race up to 8 other players and battle obstacles to see who is the best intergalactic champion. This game is exciting because it has a unique arm swinging locomotion and it's very fast paced. Still, it is done so well that you do not get motion sick. If you have not seen our multiplayer gameplay of the pre-release version of Sprint Vector yet, check out the link down below.
Ark Park. We have mentioned this game before already, however the release date has been pushed to 2018, so we would like to mention it again as we know a little bit more about this game now. Ark Park is a multiplayer exploration experience where you can embark on a journey in the most immersive VR theme park with dinosaurs. In this more of an educational title, you can study and watch dinosaurs from up close like they are really there.
Apex Construct VR. In Apex Construct VR you are the only human alive and you have no idea what happened. You enter the post-apocalypse world guided by an AI, who you are not sure about because you don't know whether he's good or evil. You follow it anyway as it is the only clue that you have. Apex Construct VR is a story-driven post-apocalypse adventure in virtual reality. Coming out February 20th on the PSVR first and on March 20th on the Steam for the HTC Vive, Oculus Rift and the Windows Mixed Reality headsets.
She will do everything in her power to destroy you.
Payday 2 VR full release. Ever wanted to rob a bank and steal a jewelry shop? Because in Payday 2 you can. Payday 2 is a 4-player co-op shooter that allows players to go on a crime spree. In this game you have to work together to be able to earn money from the CrimeNet network that allows players to choose freely from small-time convenience store hits or kidnappings to big league cybercrime or emptying out major bank vaults for that epic payday. Now, a VR version of the game is coming out too. The VR beta version with limited missions is already available to play if you own the flat version of Payday 2. But the full VR version is going to be released this year. The Walking Dead VR. As fans of the Walking Dead series, we are excited to see a VR game coming out set in the Walking Dead universe. At the 2017 E3 Entertainment Expo, it was announced that multiple The Walking Dead virtual reality games are being developed. Skybound Entertainment, the production company co-founded by Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman, announced that they are partnering with Skydance Interactive to produce the titles. The first game is expected to be released in 2018 and is going to offer fans a way to immerse themselves in deeper storylines. Although I'm also a little scared already because I'm not sure how much I am going to enjoy having walkers that close to me. Still, I am super excited for this game. Transference. Transference is a psychological thriller directed by Elijah Wood and developed by Ubisoft. This is a unique game that bridges the gap between movies and games. In this game you will meet a troubled family and you will freely explore their minds, navigate a dreamlike home filled with secrets while you try to find out what is going on. The choices you make in this game will affect how the story unfolds. This game and movie combination definitely sounds interesting and unique to us.
And with Ubisoft, we've recreated in virtual reality one such test subject. So we'd like you to come and join us and experience the Walter test case for yourself. Again,
Pixelripped 1989. We come across another unique title last year. In Pixelripped 1989, you are a student stuck in a 1980s classroom and you must complete her favorite 8-bit game Pixelripped in order to escape. Be ready to think 4-dimensionally if you want to beat it. Prepare to face a metagaming world full of surprises and tons of retro nostalgia. We love every word in this game description, so I would say, bring it on!
Right, that's it! Take yourself with that infernal light box to the headmasters at once!
Starchild VR. Starchild is a cinematic platforming adventure, a side-scroller that follows the journey of Spectra and her companion on a very important mission to an alien planet. This will be a story-driven game with continuously changing environments and cinematic visuals as well as character animations. A game that looks really magical to us and also something different from what we are used to.
Evasion. Evasion is a sci-fi first-person shooter with intense co-op multiplayer combat. You can join up to 3 friends or go alone in an extinction-level battle for survival. There are multiple hero classes to choose from with customizable ability upgrades. The developers promises highly replayable missions with randomized objectives and enemy encounters too.
Beat Saber. Beat Saber is a VR rhythm game, where your goal is to slash the beats which perfectly fit into precisely handcrafted music. This kinda looks like Audio Shield, another VR rhythm game a lot of people are a fan of, but done a little bit differently. We adore music games, I mean, who does not love music? So we will be definitely checking this one out.
Bravo Team VR. Bravo Team is a first-person shooter that you can play in single-player or online co-op. The game is set in a fictional modern-day Eastern European city. Your escort mission goes wrong and it results in the president's assassination. That is some serious bad luck. Now, to make sure you and your team survives, you have to work together. Bravo Team takes you on a journey of intense combat and split-second decision making. Communication is essential and you have to work out strategies with your teammates to succeed and make your escape.
Windlands 2. Windlands is a first-person exploration game. You are equipped with a grappling hook so that you can climb, swing and jump through the ruins of a fallen world and discover the secrets there. Windlands 1 was a title a lot of people enjoyed. Now Windlands 2 is in its works and we are excited to check this one out.
Cold Iron. Cold Iron is an interesting puzzle shooter set in a wild, wild west world. Cold Iron is a story rich with gripping voice acting and tough, provoking characters. This is an action-packed game with split-second showdowns. The developers also promised that every enemy and every duel will be unique. Also, every bullet counts. Cold Iron's graphics and description definitely lured us in.
Cold Iron is master of them all.
Blade and Soul Table Arena. Last but not least, another game that we have mentioned before, Blade and Soul Table Arena, a VR strategy game based on the popular Korean MMORPG Blade and Soul. It uses the same kind of look and feel, but is not connected in its gameplay. Blade and Soul Table Arena is more like a board game that comes alive. We are highly anticipating this title because we really love the anime-like character designs, and we have a thing for strategy games as well. Contagion VR Outbreak. Contagion VR Outbreak is a first-person zombie shooter, but what makes this game different is that it is story-driven. You can assume the roles of one of the many characters and experience the stories, or explore highly detailed environments, search for scarce resources, and see if you've got what it takes to survive a zombie apocalypse. The game has a single-player story-driven mode and co-op based mode so that you can team up and fight together with friends. So, that was a very interesting list. Actually, Chair, tell us, what was the VR game, the VR upcoming game that you are looking forward to?
I would say, I think Breast Tactics, because it just gives me like the Age of Empire feel, and I just like to be on, like, commanding my little puppets all over the place, and it's not really a sort of game I mostly play in VR as well, so that looks really interesting. What about you, Cas? What do you like? What are you looking forward to?
I think I'm mostly looking forward to the Walking Dead VR game series, just because I'm super fan of the show The Walking Dead. I've seen every episode, so I'm really looking forward to check out the universe in VR as well. Even though I'll probably be very scared, but okay.
That's gonna be scary.
It's going to be the game that I'm looking forward to. So guys, tell us down below in the comments what you are looking forward to the most. We would love to hear that, and if you want to explore the world of virtual reality with us, please don't forget to subscribe and also hit that bell. Don't forget about that. And I'm Cas.
And I'm Chary, and we say
VR on.